Hi, I'm Christina.
I'm Maya from
Wholesome
Dreams, and welcome to a new video.
So, as you can see, today we will be reviewing The Echo Wife by Sarah Gailey. I think this is actually the second book, unfortunately, this year. We were supposed
Did we do another one?
Yes, I think we did another one.
We did a short story one, right?
Yeah, but we're going back on the Sarah Gailey train to finish it. We'll, link everything up and down below. So anyways, we read her latest publication, The Echo Wife. So this is the story of Evelyn and her clone Martine and how they deal with the aftermath of their husband's death.
Yes.
And that's all basically I can say.
Well, that's in the summary, basically.
Without spoiling anything.
In the summary, it says that Evelyn's husband made a clone of Evelyn.
Oh, that is known. Okay.
And they're together, and then the husband dies, and then stuff happens.
Yes,
that's basically it.
Okay.
So thoughts on the book? We'll leave the first part sort of non-spoiler,
Right.
and then later on we'll talk about spoilers.
Yes.
We'll leave somewhere that when the spoilers are coming. So far, this is my favorite Sarah Gailey book.
Same.
Because I was sort of ambivalent to the one, I don't even remember which one we read, the short story one that we read. Oh, we read the Upright Women Wanted.
That is it.
I was kind of like, okay. And my thoughts coming into this project was, I think that Sarah Gailey is going to be my like your Sean McGuire.
Yeah.
Like you've given up on Sean McGuire, and I thought that was going to be the same here with me. But I really enjoyed this book. It's a clone story. Haven't read a lot of those, but I watched a lot of movies, and it definitely, we'll tell you about it later. My sister's over there. And basically, I had movie expectations for this story, and none of that happened. And it was so different, and it was so good. It was very, very interesting, and definitely do the audio version because the narrator is really good.
Yes.
And definitely pulls you into the story, and you feel like as you said, we talked about this before, and she told me like it felt like she was standing there and telling you the story of her life, and it was so good. And it's just it brings up so many interesting questions. That is what like good science fiction should do. It should make you wonder, and you should like wonder about the morality of the stuff that is happening, about like the technology and what is. It was so good. I really liked it.
Let's just add on this that this was really actually a really short book. So this is not. Really? I think it is shorter.
I don't think 300 pages.
It's 300 pages. I felt like okay. So basically, there you go. I felt like it was quite shorter. I think it was like 4 hours on audio, wasn't it?
Well, 8 normal speed for.
Oh, okay. So I was confused because of the speed. But anyways, I basically have the same feelings as Maya. This is like humor-wise. I love Sarah.
256. Yeah, it's shorter.
I love Sarah Gailey's Hippo series. But this I don't think was a book for humor. But like it was really serious, and just the narrator, as Maya said, gripped me like from the first couple of sentences that she read. Like I was just there. I wanted to know what was happening. I loved, like literally, I had that feeling where you're like sitting, like having coffee with somebody, and they're kind of opening up to you and telling you their life story, like you said, because Evelyn as a character, as the main character, is really introspective, and she really talks and thinks about her failures in life, her successes in life, about her parents, about her marriage, about the whole cloning technology and what it means for her, for humanity. There's like a lot of talk about how she convinces people that it can be used for like other purposes other than military purposes, and so again, there's a lot of questions about the morality of cloning, what clones are, can they be considered humans, how clones like feel, do you treat them like subjects, do you treat them as humans,
and do you generally blame them for the sins of their originators?
Yes, and
that's definitely one of the biggest things in this story.
Yeah, so like it was just it was just very interesting.
Mhm.
I mean, okay, it was almost 300 pages, but it just flew by for me.
Mhm.
It was just that interesting.
I like how every character definitely evolved from the beginning of the book to the end. Like Evelyn and Martine, just both were definitely better than they were at the beginning of the book. Definitely learned from the experience and how, you know, it definitely affected them in a more positive way. And I really enjoyed that because I just the entirety of the book, my whole thing was like, the clone is going to go crazy and kill everybody. That was like that didn't happen. And just to see sort of the evolution of everybody.
Do I put spoilers here?
Well, maybe.
The clone doesn't kill anybody.
I mean, but doesn't kill everybody. That was the point. Like, my entire thing is like, whenever I hear clone, I think, so this person will come, kill everybody, and replace the person that they're a clone of. And that was a very interesting sort of twist on the whole story, and it didn't really happen that way, and it was very interesting. Now let's talk about spoilers.
Okay.
So,
like, she has like 3 pages of things,
of notes. Okay, let's talk about, like, first of all, the husband. The husband is just, it's such a human story, and it's such a thing that can happen in real life, is the husband marrying a woman who doesn't want children, and then sort of rearranging their lives so they can't have children when they accidentally get pregnant, and then getting angry when that doesn't happen, and the whole marriage falls apart, and then he fucking makes a clone of the woman, and to make it
her
into
sister
her,
is making such a good face right now. It's hilarious.
Like, making a clone of the woman to be like the Stepford wife version of his actual wife,
of Evelyn,
now ex-wife.
Yeah.
And like, that was so enraging. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then later on at the end, what happens? It was just, oh my god.
I mean, Nathan, that's the husband's name, he is basically, from the get-go, Evelyn is very straightforward. I love her character because she is like, she's a scientist. She knows she doesn't want children. I mean, it's not that I'm correlating the two. It's just, this is her character. She doesn't want children. She wants to, develop stuff. She is very good at the thing she does. She's very capable. She knows that she is capable. While Nathan, for example, is not that much.
I mean, he is very smart.
He
managed to do some things, but he's very...
he lacks focus and attention to detail. She wouldn't trust him to do some, important stuff. And I think it could possibly have been that he was even intimidated by her to some extent, because she was basically better. Like, the book starts with her getting an award for like outstanding work and everything that she has done, and she's basically just better at the thing they both are interested in. And he has known that since the very beginning, and then just like at one point he decides, she's gonna change because of something, and it's just frustrating, because you're like, do you even know the person you married? What, like, she hasn't lied to you about what she wants from life, so why do you expect this of her? And that was really frustrating.
Yes, I just so disliked. I mean, people can change their minds, definitely. Of course. But his reaction to, like, I will make a better version of you that will fit all my needs. And like, basically he used a notebook when he worked on the clone of his wife, and basically his one note was, what will I do about, and now all that is left is to deal with Evelyn. So it was like, in my head was like, is there a plan of him like killing Evelyn and replacing her with a clone, which is not the same version of Evelyn? Do you think people will not notice that, the brilliant scientist is now just suddenly a different person? Because when we meet the clone, Martine, they're basically identical, but they are different personalities, and it's just, and the way he programmed her, like,
and literally,
oh my god,
programmed her, like, he literally programmed when she can go to sleep and when she can wake up. She cannot rest, like, during the day or anything. Like, if she's tired, she cannot go to bed. I mean, she can, but she will not sleep until like 9:30.
Yes, and
or something
she's
like
always
that.
Supposed to be accommodating. She's always supposed to be working around the house. She's always like Stepford wife, and it was so enraging. And I just so enjoyed when Martine grew out of that sort of confine that she was placed in, and she evolved, and her interest evolved, and she basically, and at the end of the book, this is spoilery, at the end of the book we find out that basically Evelyn and Martina are going to work together to sort of fix what Nathan messed up when making Martina and everything. And it was just, it was really, really rage inducing, and I was like, hate him. And at the end, I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end, because that is wanting to be a surprise for you, but it's also
even with spoilers, like the twist at the end,
yes, so good.
I so did not see it coming. Actually, both of us thought something else was going to happen. The same thing. We thought the same thing, and it didn't happen. It was something, I think, even more enraging.
Yes.
Than like this whole situation. Like, it was just like a cherry on the top of enragement.
Yes.
That word? I don't know.
Yes.
But generally, just.
Yeah, I really, I mean, I was surprised how much I enjoyed this book and how much I engaged with it, and it was such. I'm now looking forward to reading more of Sarah Gailey. Before I was like, we'll see, but now I'm like, okay, this is good.
But maybe I'll just lower your expectations, because this is her latest book.
Oh,
so possibly
the best one yet.
Yeah, maybe it's just, like every author has like a progression.
Yeah,
I mean, but this is like so unlike everything that we've read by them, that like maybe, maybe it's just the theme suits you better.
Maybe. But I like how, even though it is a novel, it is definitely contained.
Yeah.
It's not like a huge world where you have to follow a billion different things. It's very contained, so you basically follow four characters, and in their little world and stuff that they're doing. Yeah. So, yeah. I really enjoyed it. I just saw it in Goodreads to give it 3 stars.
I don't know. I mean, I bumped it up here in my little notebook. Yeah, so
yeah, because I gave it 4. I was like,
I guess I didn't. I think it's like when it was finished, it was like, okay. I don't know. I guess something didn't sit well with me, but like, as time passes by, like. It just grows on me. Like, I remember when we read Daniel Keyes, the Algernon one.
Oh yeah.
Like, seriously, I still remember that book. Like, but at the time of reading, I was just like, yeah, whatever. But like literally, I still think about the book. So I literally bumped up like it to 2 stars more, because like I genuinely like understand it more the more time it goes. So like.
Well, cool. That was our review for Echo Wife by Sarah Gailey. If you've read the book, please do let us know down below. You can comment on what we talked about here, and also check out the links in the description box, because it pertains to some various stuff that's happening around the world. So do check that out.
Please like, share, subscribe, press the bell button if you want to get notifications whenever we post new videos. Thank you so much for watching,
and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.